you will find that you're not gonna make the money you need, because you all got a certain lifestyle you wanna live at. I had 4 boys I had to help my husband take care of, right? So I'm working a job making only 30-something thousand a year. That ain't enough money. And I got 4 sons, is where this basketball stuff come in, what Roger's talking about. All my boys went to school on athletic scholarships. But guess what? In order for them to be seen, they had to go through AAU. That means you paying a monthly payment for them boys to go, right, be seen from a college recruiter so they can go up to college. So I was not making enough money. So guess what? I had to go back to school. Hardest thing I ever done in my life. Oh my God. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. Now, my foundation kept me intact a little bit because it helped me prioritize. But thank you, Lord, I started making better decisions, but I still didn't have that money I needed to make. So if you're thinking about, I'll be fine, I'll get a job, nah. You're in a very competitive world. Stick to the plan, please. Don't move away from your foundation. Because once you do, it's hard to get back. For 4 years, I go back to school working nights. Or working days, going to school at night, trying to get homework in at a certain time every night because I'm going online. It paid off. I'm making 6 figures now. My daddy always said, make as much money as your age. So for me, because I'm competitive, now that's what my boy, I don't have they, bounce, but they got my competitiveness straight up. They got my competitiveness because I'm like, okay, make as much as my age. And then when I fell below my age, I was like, dang, I gotta find another job so I can make as much as my age. And then when I was 50 and I wasn't making my age, I'm like, oh, I gotta do that, right? So that's what drove me. That brought me back to my foundation. So, cool story, I'm working at Truman Medical Center, and before they laid me off, I shadowed the nurses. And I worked every shift for like 3 weeks. So every different shift, because I was doing training. And I was training on pretty much patient satisfaction, right? Helping, and before I was gonna do the training with the nurses, I needed to better understand what they do so that I could relate to them, and then apply the, the principles of people, and because when you're in a kind of role, it's very, it can be very mundane. Like you're doing the same thing all the time, it's just different people. Well, you stop looking at the people. It just becomes another patient, right? Well, you never want to get to that place, right? And then as a nurse, you want to take care of yourself. You're going to have them days where, life is like, don't want to go to work, right? And, but you never want your patient to know that, right? But before I get there, I need to understand the schedule, how rigorous the job is. And so I did it. It was the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. Like, I have so much respect for nurses, but it's a hard gig, right? Because you're doing things most people don't want to do. But it's the most fulfilling job you'll ever do, along with teaching, because you are grooming minds to prepare them for the future. And when they relate to you and you relate to them, oh man, it is just a humbling experience. And then you want to do it over and over and over, because then you want to get better and better. And when it comes to science, like when you can learn to be creative and take that science and create, I don't know, the next gene that's going to change Alzheimer's, or if it's in the engineering route and you're going to create the next piece of technology that's going to change the way we do things in outer space. How phenomenal is that? And then when you're helping people who need that respiratory assistance and you're showing them how to utilize their body, and to become more aware of it so that they're not struggling as much, man, that's a game changer. And when you fall into ministry, where you are leading people to Christ, to build relationship with God, man, you're changing the way people behave and how they can love others and respect others in ways most people don't. And even when it's in business, whether it's marketing or construction. I know the lady just left, but there's so many things that you can do because you're different, you're unique, and you're bringing something that nobody else can bring to the table. And then talk about creative design. Dude, that jacket alone, I'm like, can I get one in like a color? A different color? Like, that's unique, that's different, that's your style, right? And then you still have so much opportunity ahead of you. Number one, you're still young, right? Number two, you got swag, because I see you, right? And I think roller skating, man, I've always wanted to roller skate. Like, do the swerves and all that. I'm just not coordinated enough to do it. My daddy wouldn't let me go to the skating rink every week, but I wanted to because it was this boy that I really liked. And boy, he would always skate with the girls, and they'd be, how y'all couple up and skate too. And I was so jealous of that. Never got the boy either because I couldn't skate. But there's a whole club of this. It's like national. I never knew how deep it was. So each of you have something that you can bring, but your solid foundation, if that is not 100% solid, it will crack at any moment and fall apart. So when I was in corporate America and they went through that training, I told y'all about that. This is what they taught us. Come up with your own personal mission. Come up with your own personal mission in life. So I was like, am I? So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I want to be in a position of influence where I can be a voice for those who don't have a voice. As soon as I figured out that that's what I wanted my personal mission in life to be, my career path began to evolve. So then I started doing work where I became a voice for those who didn't have a voice. So when I leave Sprint, I go work in nonprofit, and I start being a voice for people in community and helping them figure out how to deal with some of the issues they have in their community and manage them from the bottom up. And then I went to work for a hospital, and I became a director over patient advocacy, being a voice for patients who don't have a voice when things don't go right for them in the hospital, and utilizing volunteers to help them. Then I ended up running the Black Chamber of Commerce, Heartland Black Chamber, being a voice for Black business, minority business, women-owned, local-owned business, trying to help them to be successful and identify resources and capital to help them build, expand, or grow their business. Then I end up in the mayor's office, being a voice for community and working through government to do that. And then I end up as the foundation director, being a voice for students who need help with scholarships, families who need emergency assistance, teachers and administration who need support for projects because they don't have the funding. I become a voice for our school district, an advocate, and now I'm running for mayor of Wyandotte County, KCK. I'm gonna be a voice for the entire community. But it was my solid foundation, having that foundation, that started right here. I went to Donnelly College and then I came here, Kansas Community College. And even though I didn't graduate here, I let the distractions carry me away and didn't finish. So I'm in my mid-40s, midlife crisis basically, it felt like it. All these kids at home, boys I'm sick of. I'm the only female in the house. Every weekend I'm in a basketball game. Ugh, right? I don't feel like my life is going anywhere. And then someone said to me, you're still young. You still got a chance to go back to school. I'm in my mid-40s and then somebody's telling me this. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go back. And I did. And even though I went online, I finished and I got my master's in organizational management, which is the study of people and organizations. I mean, how else am I going to be a voice for those who don't have a voice if I don't understand people? So I finished. It was hard. Got me in debt. Over $100,000 in debt. But has it been worth it? Absolutely. So, what am I here to say? Don't lose your foundation. Don't let the distractions take you away from what you're passionate about, from what you really want to do. You may have to do some things that aren't your passion, but as long as it leads you to your ultimate goal, that's all that matters. Don't let the cracks in your foundation become permanent cracks where where you can't repair them. Cracks can be repaired, right? But if you get too many cracks, it's hard to find your way back. It's hard to pull your life back together again so that you can live the lifestyle you want to live, so that you can make the money that you want to make, so that you can be happy. At the end of the day, you have everything you need already in you. You just need to make the right choices. You need to just stay focused. Because trust me, this stage in your life don't last long. You're going to be more adult with kids and married and all that other stuff longer than you will in where you are right now. This is really only temporary. The foundation that you build right now is what you retire off of. Because that is your future. How you going to retire? Or you going to retire on Social Security? It might not be available by the time you get there. So what's plan B? Really, Social Security should be plans D or E. Plan A should be, I'm living my dream. I'm nursing, but now I'm head of nursing for a hospital. That should be your dream, right? Showing other nurses how to do it right? And there's not very many black head nurses. So I want to see that out of you, right? So that should be you reaching the pinnacle of whatever industry that you want to be in. So that when you are 65 or whatever year you decide of age you want to retire, you can retire and not retire paycheck to paycheck. You want to retire with a portfolio, investment portfolio, right? So that you can live comfortably. So that if you do marry and have kids, you're leaving an investment or an inheritance for them, right? And you don't have to be put in no nursing home because they can't deal with you. That's the grim reality if you get pulled away from your foundation. And living in a nursing home is not bad if your health takes you there. But, I just left a place where people are living in housing, and nothing wrong with living in the housing authority. People choose to live there because it's affordable. But now they've changed the income threshold, so those of them who are making a little bit more than what the income says, they're getting kicked out. Where are they gonna live? The man said, where am I supposed to live? So you gotta have a second plan. And if you don't get pulled away, you never know how life is gonna change. Which is why voting is so important. So if you are of age and you didn't vote and you voted for the president we have now, if you're happy with him, great. But I just left a whole group of people, they're not happy. Because many of them have now surpassed the low income threshold that they were at. That's gotten even lower. Now, they're not even eligible to live here. Thank you, new president. So you gotta understand your surroundings, you gotta understand what's going on. Don't, it ain't gonna impact me. Yes, it does. Their decisions impact you. Their policies impact you. You may not feel it directly now, but eventually you will. And trust me, you feel it, you just don't, you're not paying attention to it. Because of everything else wonderful happening in your life. You're young, you're vivacious, you swag, you got this going on. Life is great. You ain't got a whole lot of bills, a whole lot of responsibility. Life is good. But it does change. But that solid foundation, it's gonna keep you solid. As long as you keep it in focus and make the right decisions. Your choices will change your life for the good or for the bad. And you can always recover. So don't think if you make a couple of bad decisions, it's over. Nah, you still gonna have a second chance. I'm sure my pastor would say, God gives us multiple chances. He gives us multiple chances to start over. He gives us multiple opportunities to be forgiven. So it ain't the end all. You always have a second chance at making better choices and pulling your life together so that what are you doing? You're doing what you love, what you're passionate about, what your interest is that motivates you, that gets you up, that drives you, that makes you want to make that money, that makes you want to be at the top of your game, that makes you want to surpass everybody else because you care, you do it with excellence, because you want it. You can do it. It's already in you. So never let the distractions pull you so far down that you can't pull yourself up. And there are times when you will get to the lowest of low. I've been there. You can get back up. Part of having a solid foundation is having a good support system. So if you got a good support system, and it don't always have to be your family. It can be a group of friends. It can be your neighbor. It can be anybody. Just have a good support system. Because those are the ones that when they see you at your lowest will help you up. And, it never hurts to have a good faith system. Never hurts to be in a relationship with God that can help you build you back up. Any questions?
Some questions in, y'all.
Any questions? Any conversation? What y'all want to talk about?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Let people know how important it is to not be laid back when it's time to step to the forefront when it comes to opportunities, impression that people see of you, and things like that.
I was trying to think of an example of a time in my life where I'll give an example. I'm really big on networking. Important to network. Important to get to know people. And I didn't realize how important it was until I was laid off from Truman Medical Center. And I decided I'm gonna just do the Black Chamber full time. All right. And so I go to DC and I meet people there And it's very inspiring. Like I am, wow, okay, I'm gonna do this full time now because I've been doing it part time. And I almost missed an opportunity. And I was glad that I was able to step up. So, which I said to you, courage, because acting, you may get a lot of rejections. So you gotta have tough skin, thick skin, right? And so I kind of learned that doing the chamber part-time. But I go to DC, and the first time I go, there's all these people, and I feel, remember I told you I'm competitive, right? And we're meeting the ambassador of trade, appointed by Obama. And I'll never forget, and the guy was talking, and there were some businesses that wanted to do international trade. And so meeting the trade officer, whatever his title was really super cool. But I was sitting in this room, it was like this big, all seats from here all the way back. So, oh my gosh, over 100 people in this room. And they opened the floor for questions. And I'm like, everybody's hands went up. Like literally every row, somebody had a hand up. And I was like, well, how is my question going to answer? How am I going to represent, be that voice if I got to compete with all these other people with their hands up? Like, there's got to be a better way. Because if I don't step up, I'm going to miss my opportunity. So guess what I did? I stood up. Everybody else was sitting in their chairs with their hands up. I stood up. I have a question. And they called them. And so who was watching? The president and CEO of the U.S. Black Chamber. So were several of the board members. And it was in that moment, and I didn't just ask no question. I got 2 questions in. And they were smart questions. I believe there's no such thing as a dumb question. Well, some people do ask dumb questions, but I asked some good questions, and it got their attention. So that was in August 2012. By 2013, the next conference, I'm asked to sit on their board, represent Kansas, and I, at that moment, get voted in to be on the board of directors for the U.S. Black Chamber. And I was like, what? Insane. All because I took the opportunity to stand up. Now guess what? Everybody else tried to do the same thing. in that conference, like in that setting. And we're in the executive building on Capitol Hill, where Obama would come and do press conferences. I'm in the same room. And that was like dope. I thought that was like cool. So it is so important to seize the moment when you can. To just take a stand or raise your hand or step out of the circle. If you don't, you're not going to be seen. And if you're afraid, you psych yourself out. So psych yourself up, pump yourself up, and stand up. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask the question. You need an answer? Ask for it. Don't just sit back and, well, maybe somebody else asks. No, they ain't gonna ask it. And then if they do, they gonna get credit for it, not you. Now, is everything about credit? Absolutely not. But hey, I don't know about you. If it's mine, I want mine. Yes, sir.
How do you like stay focused if there are like there's so many distractions? How do you stay focused?
That's a very good question because I have a problem with staying focused. I mean, literally, I have a problem with staying focused. There are people around me that help me stay focused. I am not afraid to share what my deficiencies are. I'm willing to admit I need help. So in my current role, I'm executive director. I hired somebody that I was like, before I hired her, I said, look, this is a fast-paced environment. I'm organized, but I get distracted because I always have people pulling on me. So it's really hard for me, to stay focused. And I'm like, so I need somebody that's the opposite of me. And I don't do this well, I don't do that well, and I don't do this well. You think you can handle that? Because I need somebody that can do those things. And they do an excellent job of helping me stay focused. You have to be intentional about being focused. So meaning you have to develop habits that will help keep you focused, and you have to be intentional about it. So my campaign manager is in here right now, and we talk about our focus all the time. And I'm very thankful that he's part of my life because he's taught me to be more focused. He can be off focus and so can I, but we understand that about each other. And so that, okay, we gotta go, yep, you're right, and we do that. So I think my best advice would be, based on my own experience, is surround yourself with people that you trust, that can help you. And don't be afraid to share, hey, I need help with this. I need, if you see me do X, Y, Z, and you trust that they'll do that, then they can help you. That's why I say you gotta have that good support system. I got an excellent support system, excellent support team. I know if I get out of line, out of order, if I am 100% off track, I know Frank is going to pull me. No, he gonna yank me in order. And he gonna know I'm gonna come in screaming and hollering all the while, but he won't care because he knows I trust him and he knows what's best for me. I have a good friend that, I don't know how he does it, but he knows, okay, are you off? We won't talk for months. And then I'll get a text message. I just kind of got friends like that. So that's what I mean by surround yourself with good people, with a good support system that can help you be focused when you're not. And then, give yourself some grace, because you're not going to be perfect all the time, And sometimes when you're out of focus, it's okay. You may need to be out of focus just to, debrief, exhale, find yourself, get yourself together. So don't be too hard on yourself, but just when you're not focused, I can always tell when I'm out of focus when I can't walk in my closet. I have a walk-in closet and there's clothes on the floor. I have enough clothing for 4 months that I don't have to do laundry. So when I can't walk in my closet, I'm out of focus. Right? Because I got too much going on and I'm just throwing stuff on the floor. So I'm like, okay, here I go again. So when I recognize the signs that tell you you're out of focus, and then, all right, I'm like, okay, so I'll pull all that stuff together. I mean, they in trash bags right now. But it's the way to organize me so I can get that done, put it up, and then I'm back in focus. I can always tell when I'm a lot's going on with me, that's taking me out of focus because I'm not doing the simple things like just put your clothes up. Yes.
Did they answer for you? Okay.
Do you think it was helpful? Okay. You got a lot going on in your head, don't you?
And this also, I'm gonna say this before you get to my guy's question. That's what a program like this is for. Because we're talking about things, you can meet people that can kind of do that with you, maybe that your friends may not do. And like we talked about, we're around that good energy that cheer for you. I always tell people, never diss your cheerleaders, because there ain't too many people cheering for you anyway. So if you got somebody cheering for you, understand that, and it makes you want to get better. And like I say, don't have a fascination with procrastination.
Yep, that's that support system. You got it right here. Use it.
Tell me.
Man, use that support system. I'm telling you.
So you mentioned, I wanted to ask about this, and it's funny you mentioned your campaign manager. I wanted to know, like, you've had like a very long journey. So
Yes.
from all the things that you've done, what specifically, or what is one of the lessons you're picking up, or what is the new lesson that you're picking up in this election campaign, or like running for mayor? So what is it about, especially running for mayor with this temperature? What is it that you learned out of like this pursuit of being a mayor? Or is there something that you can actually get out of this that you can like share? Like when you get here and you're running for mayor,
Yeah.
see this way.
That's an excellent question. I think I'm learning more about people. How ugly it can be, politics can be. And I'm learning more about myself, how strong I am. There are many days when I have felt like, oh my God, what am I doing? I can't keep my closet clean. How am I gonna run a city, I'm serious. There have been days when I've cried in my car because I may not have enough help. And I'm like, how am I gonna win this? There have been days when I couldn't even answer a question at a forum. I couldn't think of an answer. And I questioned whether or not I really had what it took. I didn't do my homework enough, so I was prepared. There have been so many days when literally, what am I doing? Do I really have what it takes to be married? And what I learned is that I do have it. When it's hard and I'm not focused, I take a break. I'm learning about self-care, that you don't always have to be mentally there, because you're not. I'm learning that it's okay to have those low moments because it's natural. We're not always gonna be high, everything's not always gonna be great, right? Everything's not always gonna be perfect. Everything's not gonna always be, what you want it to be. I remember I was in one of the forums and they were asking questions, and it was like 3 questions in one, and they only gave us 90 seconds to answer it. And dude, I was like so pissed, because by the time I figured out how I wanted to answer the question, the time was out. And I left there feeling so bad. But then there were people that came up to me and said, you did a good job. I'm like, what? Where? But there's that support system. Because when you build good relationships with people, they see your work, they know you, they're gonna see you, they're gonna see you, right? And they're gonna be there. So I've learned that I don't have to be perfect. I just gotta be real. I gotta be honest with myself so I can be honest and genuine with others. I've learned that, I know this is so cliche, but love conquers all. And when you exhibit that love and people can see it, that's when your genuineness really shines. And so when you have a love for what you do, when you have a love for others, when you have a love for the craft that you're good at, when you have a love for your performance in terms of how excellent you perform, when you have a love for quality and respect, when you have a love for the universe, God, you can rise above it. And I've been able to tap into that. And in doing so, it's made me stronger. My birthday was yesterday. And I took 2 days. So I took Tuesday and Wednesday. And I did nothing. And except Roger did call me, yeah, he did. And I got a chance to just breathe. That's that self-care. And so I've learned to take care of me. I gotta take care of myself. I'm a workaholic. I could work all day and all night. But I'm learning that don't get nowhere. So it's taking in stride. And I'm learning to let the people that are around me now, let them do their job. Let them play their role. And when I respect that, it works better. When I don't fight against it, it works better. I don't have all the answers. I'm not trying to be the end all, the smartest person in the room. I'm learning, I don't have to be. Don't. There are other people in the room that can be the smartest person. Then let me champion what you got. Let me help you. Let me listen to you. Let me follow you. Because I'm going to learn something from you. Because I'm not smarter than you in that area. I'm learning it's okay. I don't have to be the smartest person. Just because I'm there don't mean I got it all. No, I got the people. I got you to tell me what's up. How can I help you? Because I'm at a level where I can get in the door that you can't. But then once we get in, bro, you take the lead. I've learned I can be confident in who I am and not feel intimidated by anybody else who is smarter or more knowledgeable than I am. Because I got my role to play. And I feel extremely good about that. And that is what I can be confident in. So that's because of that solid foundation.
Foundation.
Any more questions?
I got one.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, the cameraman as well. No, what are some of the key, like if I were new to this, or if I was an entrepreneur, or if I was acting, anything, any endeavors, what would be the key steps of building a solid foundation? What would you give me? What type of advice would you give me to get started?
Okay. First step would be true to yourself, right? You have to be confident in who you are, because you'll have people that are going to try to tell you differently. You're going to have haters. They're going to try to stop you or just be jealous of you. Just hate on you for no reason. You know, don't listen to the noise. Be true to yourself. Be confident in who you are, because you're perfect just the way you are. The second step is have a plan. Have a plan. My father used to always say, I remember when I wanted to get a car, and my dad said, well, how you gonna get it? How you gonna pay for it? How you gonna sustain it? How you gonna pay for the insurance? Like, there was all these talking about and give me a plan and we'll get you a car. So I did. I got a job, I was gonna do this, and so I got my first Toyota Celica. That's what I did. So have a plan. Because the plan will provide you is your roadmap. So if you don't know what the plan is, then research. Figure it out. Don't just go into a haphazard. You may start out, I ended up in this way. That's okay. Figure out what's the next step. What's the plan? That will be the second step. The third step is follow the plan. Follow it and stick to it. I think those are 3 easy steps I think that you could do, and then the rest will naturally evolve so that your foundation is built. And if there was a 4th step, it would be, again, surround yourself with a support system. You are not Superman. You will fall apart. Life will bring you to your knees. It will. At some point in your life. Having a support system will help you get back up. And I would say for me, because I am a strong person of faith, my number one, before I get to even number 1, is having a solid relationship with God. Because when there's nobody around and you don't feel like you have anybody, you always got Jesus. Always.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
We can do a little picture thing before we end.
Okay.
End early, so we're gonna get here. We're gonna have you take a picture with everybody else. So let's get to the front. Y'all already know what this is.
Yes.
We give it to Future Mayor now, so let's get it.
Yes. I'm a future man.
Right? Future Mayor.
Get that line up. Get it going.
Come on, girl, what you doing? Excited? So I need y'all's vote. I didn't say that on camera. But since the camera ain't rolling,
It's always rolling.
is it?
I'll cut it out. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I know, right? Okay.
Everybody, hold. You too. Come up.
You get it before the back, because I got this thing on it. Go.
I'm just getting a few shots in. There we go. Oh, look at that smile. Wow, look at these 2 smiles right here. Wow, hold on.
Smile, girlfriend.
For real, keep.
Come on, act.
Oh, I gotta get some video of this. Wait a minute. Don't smack. Whoa. You two, everybody. Look at that pose. I like that. One time overhead. For real. Wow. Beautiful people.
FBOE.